You do not have to get up at 5 a.m. in order to have the most productive morning, but it might help. It really depends on what you need for your perfect morning routine. A routine focused on productivity, completing tasks in an efficient manner so that you can get on with your day knowing the important stuff is done. Now, if you want to optimize your life and make sure you are as productive as possible, grab your life map below. Now, I woke up at 4:12 a.m. this morning. Not sleeping the best, but this was still a good sleep because I'd gotten to bed early. So I started with a meditation that I do every morning, and I did it straight away. Then I spent a few minutes on my phone just clearing out my inbox or checking what's going on with the social notifications, etc. I don't really recommend you do this because that can be distracting and then you can kind of get stuck in a bit of a time trap there. 2 minutes scrolling on your phone might end up into 2 hours and all of a sudden you're screwed. But then I did some some health strategies that I work on, and then I sat down on my laptop to work at around 5 a.m. The house was dead quiet and my phone was on silent. I got the time to get my writing done, no distractions. Sat at my desk, door closed. I got this time to myself and I know what I need to do before the world starts asking me to come and do this or trying to distract me, take my attention away. Now, early mornings work for me, but they may not work best for you. You need to figure out what works best for you. So here's how you can set your morning routine for maximum productivity. First, set up your own perfect morning routine. You've probably got a few things that you already do that are absolutes that you need to do. But is there some time wasting stuff going on in there, or are you skipping things that you really want to do in order to get you to where you want to go? Is there things that you could do in the morning that would be better off done in the morning than in the afternoon? Because quite often in the afternoon, you've got this thing that you'd like to do, but you get carried away, distracted or whatever, run out of time and it doesn't happen. So can you find things to add to your morning routine without it getting too overwhelming or too overloaded, but to give you the result that you want to take you where you want to get to? Now, there is no absolute perfect with this morning routine. It is something that you might need to play with for weeks or months just to try and get it right. And you know what? It's going to change from year to year as well, depending on what's going on in your life. Sometimes it'll change between seasons because if summer and winter, light hours, dark hours, weather, that can impact things as well. So figure out what works best for you. And what I suggest is just look at what you're doing now and have a look at what that morning routine is, and then see if there's anything you want to add to it to make it a little bit better. Number 2, tell everyone what you are doing and when you are doing the important stuff so that you're not going to be disturbed during that time. If you want to be working on your side hustle, maybe you want to get up at 5 o'clock and just spend an hour before you do whatever. Maybe you want to get up at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock. I don't know. Some morning people are good like that. And look, for me, it happens from time to time when I will wake up and I just get straight into it and I start my day early so I'm not wasting time. And that gives me more time later on in the day. And even if I'm still tired because I couldn't quite sleep there, maybe I just have a nap later in the day. Whatever it is. But I've told everyone that this is what I'm doing. This is my time. This is important for me. Just leave me alone and let me do my thing. Because otherwise, it's just not going to get done. That's generally what happens. If you don't stop people from taking your time, you don't set those boundaries and enforce those boundaries, they're going to try and take from you constantly. It's just how it works. Number 3, pick your one main thing to complete each day and then have it planned out the night before. So I decided I was going to do filming today. I already knew that yesterday. So from the moment that I woke up, I'm focused on, hey, you're going to do filming today. Start getting yourself into the headspace for how you're going to talk, what you're going to say, how you're going to dress. Just start getting yourself into the headspace of you're going to have to present, you're going to have to be at your best to be able to communicate as well as possible. So my brain's already prepped and ready to go for this before I actually get everything set up and I'm ready to go. What's your main thing? What is the most important thing for you right now? It doesn't have to be a work thing. It could be going to the gym, training. It could be you need to be cooking food or prepping the kids' lunches and whatever for the rest of the day. It could be morning activities in terms of you've got a baby and it needs this, and this done first thing, and you've just got to run through that list in order to be able to get those things done so that you can actually have some peace and quiet. Maybe you get your partner to look after the baby while you go and do what you got to get done and cross them all off the list. Whatever it is, what's your most important thing? You've got to choose that, and then you've got to know exactly what that is. All the details. Have it mapped out. If that means writing it down step by step the day before, you kind of know where you're at, you know exactly what you're doing. That makes it way easier than having to stand around and think, all right, well, I need to do this and I need to do that. And then, half an hour later, you've forgotten that you were supposed to do that thing, and now you've got to try and do that, but then there's no time to be able to do that. Much easier if you've got your one main thing picked out, and then you've got a plan of attack sitting there ready to go. Number 4, schedule it. Prioritize when you are going to do it. Pick what time it is. Make sure you set an alarm. Set 2 alarms if you have to. But you've got to prioritize it. You've got to make sure that it is going to be at exactly that time in order for you to get it done. If you don't, time slips away. It's going to be disappearing no matter what anyway. So if you can set strict boundaries, you can then go, cool, I'm going to get this done, and you've got to try and follow through with the discipline of doing it. The cool thing with discipline is the more you do it, the easier it gets. The stronger the discipline builds, it then becomes a habit, and a habit is much easier because you just get up and do it without thinking anymore. That is where we want to get to. That's how you maximize your morning productivity. And then number 5, you've got to cut out all distractions while you're doing this activity. Whatever it is, it might be phone off, it might be emails off, it might be not worrying about putting something on the TV to distract you or listening to something at the same time. You might need to be absolutely in the zone in order to be able to get this done. Maybe if you are working on a business project, it's a matter of just stopping anyone from disturbing you during this time. It's like, no, this is my time, leave me alone, I'm doing this, whatever. No distractions, I am just doing the one thing. If you need to, and you're working at your desk, maybe you need to take all the other things that are sitting around on your desk away so they're not distracting you. Loose papers, an open book, whatever. These things, they can get into your subconscious and distract you from what you're doing. So when I have my desk, which is sitting behind me here, there is almost nothing on it. With my desk right here, I have my laptop, my mouse and mouse pad. I've got gum here, and I use that to stop the cravings. So if I get hungry, I go for gum or mints. Mints I've got in my drawer here, and I just throw them in my mouth, and it tricks my body into thinking, oh, okay, I've got food, I'm good. And then no longer am I focused on that. Oh, I need to get up and have a drink of water. No problem, my water's just there. It's within arm's reach. I can just grab it, drink it, put it down, keep on going. My distractions are so minimal because this is all I have. This is it. I know that I can sit down and I can focus. That's what I want you to get to. Find out how you can cut all the distractions out for maximum productivity, because you're going to find that is way easier and then way more efficient for getting stuff done and getting it done at a high level. So know the one thing that you need to do as a priority. Set the time aside to get it done. Block out all the distractions so that you can focus just on this one thing and get it done. If you don't do this, you'll continue to sleep in or distract yourself on your phone, wasting time, and the productivity level that you want is just going to fade away. That's it. If you want to win this year, grab your free life map below. I'll coach you for 28 days on how to design, build, and live a life that you love, as productive as possible, building really strong habits and developing a disciplined mindset so you have more freedom to do more of the things that you want to do. I'll see you on the inside.